Hear me, Apollo, O man and angels. From my words, learn to be wise and deep perceiving. He who stands in darkness does not see. No one can comprehend the time of XIV. The delight of all men should be delight in the light. But who practices to his highest knowledge? Before my days, time was no nearer the beginning of the universe than now. There were men who believed that for each and every man, with death came the end of that man's existence. And XIV sent angels to prove them, the spirits of the dead, in their folly, in their lack of understanding. Yet though they saw them, the angels, and talked with them face to face, many once mortals would not believe that they, either themselves or the angels, were spirits of the dead. And in the lower heaven too, they, the once mortals, were the same. They would not believe in a higher heaven. And though Etherians came to them to prove them, these once mortals, in their folly, and talked with them face to face, yet many would not believe. I, Apollo, searched the disbelievers, to understand their souls, and found they were begotten, conceived, in disharmony. They prided themselves in their wisdom, but that which they called wisdom was as a serpent in the soul. XIV spoke to me, Apollo, saying, Hear your Creator, O my son. In Atmospheria you shall appoint 10,000 lords, with 10,000 kingdoms, and the earth and its inhabitants shall be divided among them. And you, Apollo, shall build a new kingdom in heaven, and call it Gao, which signifies plan of perfection, and it shall be your judgment seat, with a council of 100,000 men and women. And Apollo, son of XIV, all your lords shall be called Apollo. And they shall inspire men to make images of stone and wood. And the images shall have short arms and long legs, and nails instead of claws on the fingers, and well-formed mouths, with shape to accommodate motion of the cheeks. And Apollo, son of XIV, your lords shall find the Lewis who have been preparing these matters by birth. And the Lewis shall lead the angels in among mortals, finding the most comely formed, most pleasingly shaped, men, women and young children. And when they, the Lewis and the angels, have chosen them, the well-proportioned mortals, they, the Lewis and the angels, shall report the matter to the lords, and then they, the lords, shall send Etherians to those mortals who are selected, and they, the selected, shall be quickened, inspired, by signs and miracles. And it, the situation, shall be proven before all the nations of the earth, including their kings, queens and governors, that the comeliness, the beauty and balance, of the forms, are pleasant in my sight, the sight of their XIV, for which reason I, XIV, come to them. And those who are thus selected, shall sing and dance by entrancement, so that kings and queens shall be overcome by the achievements. And those that dance shall be made to float in the air, and sail about through the air for extended periods, and while on ground, glide about gracefully, nimble and light-footed in the dance. For I, XIV, will turn the judgment of man to beautify himself, and, in so doing, he shall learn to perceive beauty and harmony in my works.